Shut it down!
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
If we don't get it,
Shut it down!
I said if we don't get it,
Shut it down!
what do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
If we don't get it,
Shut it
I
down!
said if we don't get it,
Shut it down!
no justice,
No peace!
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 no justice.
No peace!
Antes que nos vayamos, voy a hablarles
Show me what democracy looks like.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Laughing.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like!
Show me.
Before I start eating, I want to talk to you guys about something that happened right now. And more than disappointed, I feel extremely sad. I feel extremely sad. That's what I feel. I just encountered a little protest. It was around Anthony and myself. We just encountered a little protest. That it was around 15 people at the most. I think so, 15 people. At the most, 15. And if it was not, if it was not 10 people, it's a little protest. In front of the offices of ICE in El Paso. And Anthony told me, you want to go? I said, yes, I want to go. We got there and I started recording. And I was recording, not on a live stream. And after that, I started realizing that there's a lot of anger. There's a lot of anger in these situations that is happening right now. It's a lot of anger. One of the anger issues that they have is particularly, what is going on right now with Breonna Taylor, what is going right now with the ICE situation that they, something happened with a little girl. And it's a lot of confused things. This is my analysis of what I saw. The majority of these people that they were right there, they are Mexican American, probably a first generation of Mexican American, between 18 and 21, 24 years old. One of them was really disrespectful. And I wanted to talk to them and feel their anger and feel them. Because when you see the different types of protesters, I've been in front of Antifa. I confronted Antifa. I have confronted Antifa. I have confronted activists from Antifa in Tijuana, in Mexico. And you actually see the division and you actually see the insults when it comes for me. What am I doing over here? What am I doing over here? My voice in that particular moment was not counting. And it was disrespectful. It was, in a way, it was, you can say in a way, degrading. And because I was Mexican, completely Mexican, that is not my problem. What is happening in the United States and in the borders. And all this division that is being caused around the world, with racial division being caused by an organization that is a Marxist organization. You got a kid that he was like 19 years old trying to teach me on socialism. These kids, it's so sad to see them so brainwashed about the situation that we are living in Mexico. There is an absolute insecurity in terms of violence, delinquents, trafficking of children, drugs, also division, and ultimately socialism. That is the goal of this administration of AMLO. My words to them was this. First of all, going out right out the bat, I presented myself really respectfully. And after that, there was a tall Mexican young man, around 24, 25 years old, insulting me in words in Mexico, and Spanish words, really insulting words. I never lost my composure because I am 39 years old. Been there, done that in those kind of protests. Been there, done that. So I know his emotion and I know how to digest his emotion. So I got to leave him and then come back. And this is the thing about these kind of protests. What you get is where the American youth is standing. And as we have said for months now, this is what they want. The Democrat Socialist Political Party, this is what they want. They want radicalism. They want chaotic. They want exposure. They want open borders. They want to abolish ICE. They want to abolish the police department. They want to abolish law enforcement. They want to dismantle the Department of Homeland Security. This is what they want. So I try to tell them the enormous trafficking of children that is occurring because they are abolishing ICE. By abolishing ICE, who is going to take care of the enormous trafficking of children and the enormous human trafficking and enormous sex trafficking that is occurring in our borders? Look at the answer. When I started talking to them and telling them about the enormous trafficking of children, they started saying, what has that have to do with ICE? And I'm like, whoa, what the hell's going on? Immediately I reacted, it has all to do with it. I didn't understand the answer. So at that particular moment, I understood that these young kids are brainwashed. And these young kids are absolutely not educated. One of them tried to come to me and said, you guys are not educated on the subject. Hold on, I live over there. I know, I documented. One of them told me, what are you doing about it? I'm reporting, and I have been reporting in Tapachula. I have been reporting in my city. I'm reporting in everywhere. But what is going on in our country in terms of socialism? The Black Lives Matter is a Marxist, leftist, radical socialist group that is dividing the country. The most important thing is to leave the seed. To leave the seed right there in the minds of these young kids. To leave the seed and to just leave it. And let them digest it. And let them understand if it is truth or not. They're young. But this, by letting them know a little bit of what's going on. By letting them know a little bit of what is happening. And by letting them know from my perspective of brown Mexican in Spanish talking to them, they will completely understand that this is not the solution. And they left yelling their Black Lives Matter and they're keeping their emphatic composure of being persistent in their fight. But I ask one question. And I wanted the answer to all of them. And I walked from all the right to all the left around these 10 or 15 individuals. I asked one question. My question was, when has Black Lives Matter has done something for the Latino community? Just tell me one time. One time that Black Lives Matter has done something for the Latino community. And they said, not even once. This is about unity and uniting as races. Okay, I understand. By destroying what is happening in Minneapolis, what is happening in Kenosha, what is happening in Chicago, that is the unity, I asked. That is not the unity. If you really want to help And if you really want to do something about it, go to the borders and help and stop the enormous child trafficking. How they are dividing and they are making fake marriages to stop, to cross, and to traffic children illegally. Helped the Department of Homeland Security to stop this abuse, and they're abusing, help stopping by helping. Abolishing, dismantling, throwing rocks, doing all these kind of, tantrums. It is not helping at all. My reason to talk to them is I just planted the seed and went away. As you saw, I said I'll leave at peace. They wanted me to wear a mask. I'll wear the mask. Don't worry about it. I'll wear the mask. I'll talk to you with the mask. Apparently, this is another brainwash situation that is going on in the United States of America. They want me to wear a mask, but they're not social distancing themselves when they are in a protest. This young kid approached me and said, "You're not wearing a mask," and he was right here. And also I said, "You need to be 1.8 meters away from me. For me to wear a mask, I need to be close to you. I'm not close to you. I'm 1.8 meters away from you. So there's no reason for me to wear a mask. I'm not polluting. You, right here, I'm not having a contact with you. Of course, the virus is up in the air, but I'm not having a complete contact with you because I'm 1.8 meters away from you." They don't even read how social distancing is. They don't even know why the mask is there for. This is the problem that I saw. Indoctrinated kids by a young guy that has a shirt that says Michoacan, that Michoacan is a city of Mexico. This young guy that he was not even from here. He was from LA, from Los Angeles. It's a Mexican American guy. Saying that he has been in protests in the United States and also in California, that in California has a lot of unity. California that has the highest crime rate of Latinos and also Hispanics. California that has the highest, highest occupation on federal prisons, that is Mexicans and Hispanics and also Latinos. This California he was talking to me about. California, what is the highest irregular in trafficking of children entry. California. That's what he's talking to me about. California. That in California there's a lot of people that are in unity. And unity for what? We try to dialogue. I try to dialogue with these young kids. My reason to try to dialogue is for me to plant a seed. And for me to just leave something right there. For them to think about it. And for them to say, who's this crazy guy? Who's this Mexican guy that came today and kept us quiet for 3 to 4 minutes? Who's this Mexican guy? Who is it? And, Samuel Milkins. Here is what's going on, troll? What's up with you? What's up, troll? And these are the situations. This is a purpose. Their purpose is to radically act and to be radical all the time and to protest all the time radically. They're talking about peaceful protest. Peaceful protest. Amazing that they're talking about a peaceful protest. I am trying to understand what is peaceful of what is going on in Kenosha, in DC, in Seattle, in Portland. What is going on in California? What is peaceful about that? You want to see a peaceful protest? Go to the one that they just did in Mexico. That's one of the reasons why I said to them, I just came from a protest in Mexico where we are protesting socialism. You guys need to understand what is happening around the world with socialism. As you know, we left. They left also. But one of the most important things about this is that we plant our seed, whether it's wrong, whether it's right, whether they yell at me, where they yell at me, where they scream at me, where they do whatever they want. Whether they do whatever they want. These Antifa punks in Mexico, they are cowards. I have encountered them. I have confronted them face to face, and they are cowards. Over here, they have a lot of rights. That's why they have their dismantling and protesting. It is because of the freedom of the Constitution that they have those amount of rights to be protesting. It is because of the First Amendment of your Constitution that it gives you the freedom to loot and to riot. It is because of the freedom of your Constitution that I have the authority, that all these U.S. citizens, not me, the U.S. citizens, have the authority and have the freedom to go out there and express their minds. It is because their freedom that they have freedom to protest. It's really important to tell them to value their country and to value where they live. Really important. I did that observation lastly. I said to them, there's a lot of people trying to migrate to your country. You are the youth of America. Do something about it. This is not an example of doing something about it. Do something about it. Push to help people. Push. If there's division, stop the division. It is your time. You're youth. You're young. This is the young Americans. It is your job to love the United States of America and to see actual change. You want to feel oppressed and you want to feel really in a city that is violent and delinquent? Go to Mexico and live there for a moment. And when I said that, they started to yell at me. What are you doing here? You're not supposed to be here. Why I'm not supposed to be there? You know why? Because the truth hurts. It is uncomfortable. La verdad no duele. La verdad no duele pero incomoda. The truth hurts when you start speaking. When you talk to a Mexican. It is uncomfortable for them to tell you something that is uncomfortable for you. And you don't understand it. But you try to digest it. And you're in the middle of it. You're like, where do I swing now? This guy's telling me this. Now this guy's telling me that. Now I got to read. Now I have to do something about it. Now I have to investigate. And I have to do all these things. This is what a lot of people need to start doing. Instead of yelling, instead of fighting, instead of punching, and instead of violently attacking one another, it needs to be a dialogue in the middle. And if there's not, let God one day guide his life. If they believe in God or not. But if they don't, let's understand that there's a lot of injustice. Yes, they are. Around the world, there's a lot of injustice. And not only in the United States of America. It's around the world. There's a lot of injustice around the world. But that's why we need to read. And we need to understand what is really happening around the world so we can educate one another. God bless you guys. I'm about to eat some Whataburger right here, man. Whataburger. Whataburger. God bless you guys. I'm about to eat. Have a beautiful night. Have a beautiful night. Enjoy your night. I'm about to eat something. And go watch my partner, Conservative Anthony, as he's going to be starting a live feed right there in the next couple of minutes. So, God bless you guys. Young kids, unfortunately, when they throw them stats and you throw them statistics and you actually start saying, you know what, this is what is really happening. This is what is really occurring. This is the truth, what you guys are protesting. A young kid from 19 years old trying to tell me about socialism. For God's sake. You're 19. You just became an adult. And you're practically telling me about socialism. Socialism, when I started saying to them, socialism is not the systematical way for the United States to work. Venezuela is an example of it. And you guys need to understand what is happening in Venezuela. And why Mexico there are people marching against the socialist agenda. They're young kids. With these young generations, people in the United States of America, they need to understand that you guys, American citizens, you guys need to educate your young kids, these young generations. So America will grow and it will become and it will be again, or if it is now, the greatest country that exists in the world. God bless you guys. Stay safe. Follow my partner, Conservative Anthony, and his page as Conservative Anthony, and also at YouTube. And also you can follow me on my Facebook page and YouTube. There's a PayPal on the bottom for people that want to donate and contribute to my work. God bless you all. Stay safe. And like we always say, peace and love, everybody, because always your country's first.